We are going to start the last technical session. We have about 4 participants. So first participant is Jitendra Kumar. Let me introduce him. Jitendra Kumar is my direct student in Radha Science Department. He is a brilliant scholar who is serving as teacher, educator, and direct polyglot. He has already qualified NET. A very sincere teacher. He served in Sai International School and published many papers. So I welcome him to present his paper. So he has to complete within 5 minutes. Please continue.
No, it's working. And move close to the show. With reference to the higher education context. So, if you look at the National Education Policy 2020, then you find out that it is clearly saying that our education system should be based on our culture. The ethos and the roots of our education system should be based on our culture. It's not about this. If you look into the entire world, you will find out every country who is progressing or already progressed country, they are having their education system and they are having everything which is located onto the culture. You can take examples of the progressed countries like Japan, progressed countries like China and other Western countries as well. But why we are focusing on this today? Because we are day by day we see that our practicing of our culture is slowly going away from us. So this is high time for us to integrate in our culture to ensure the students who should be proud as an Indian person, then they should talk anything else about the global scenario. So this is the objective of my paper today to discuss, explore the integration of Indian culture, cultural practices into the higher education, and to find out the role of Indian values in promoting sustainability and global citizenship, and to evaluate the benefit of the cultural integration on learning outcomes and societal development. So first I would like to start with saying namaskar to all of you. This is a very good important thing in our culture. We greet each other when we see. You remember when we were in the schools and colleges, we used to say 10 times namaskar to our guru whenever we say them. Sometimes they say it is our culture. But it's not like in foreign countries, we just wish once and forget. We always wish our teachers, we always say namaskar to everybody. Even if in the schools like Japan, we find the the juniors are saying good morning, good afternoon to the seniors. So this is creating a burn. So this is very important, to find out in our culture how to say namaskar. In the COVID time also, like not shaking hand because of the transmission of the disease. Our culture, this one also spread in the entire world. Next, we will go to the small things like we are forgetting day by day. I think this should be integrated into our practices because this is our culture. That is like, saying thank you. It is acknowledging somebody else. Generally, we forget to say thank you. We are breathing. There are so many people while we are talking within this 10 minutes. So many people in the world they died. So we are not thanking to the small thing every day. So thanking everybody for every small thing, is giving you a kind of acknowledgement for their work and saying sorry. This is very important thing. Always we say a man who is, thinking that he is wrong and immediately saying sorry is an honest man. And a man who is not sure and still saying sorry is a wise man. Because that is the thing we have been cultured in our, cultural system. That, you say immediately sorry to the people, to the seniors, to the juniors, whenever. It reduces your ego. It is giving the sense of surrender. These things we need to teach our students, especially in the college level, because when we come to the college, we forget about the school immediately, like we start flying with certain wrong things, and we forget to wish each other, we forget to say thank you, because college there is less restrictions like schools. But as a student of political science and education, I always say freedom is restriction, or else we will just fly with the wrong things. Next, we will go, that is very important in our culture, is mindful eating. You see nowadays, what is binge eating is the culture. You go to the movie cinema hall, people just eat unnecessarily. They just eat popcorn, they drink cold drinks. All these things are not good for health, and this is not our culture. Like, in Indian context, you will find, you will go, food is not a source of entertainment. We worship food. Before we consume, we just offer this food to the God. भगवान को हमें साथी रखी, भगवान को मान के हमें हम खाते इंडिया में नहीं खाओ. This is very important thing in our culture. We are forgetting all these things. See nowadays, while celebrating the birthday, we are just putting cake on the face. It's very costly and it's unnecessary. In our culture, wasting food is regarded as sin. So in country like 1.44 billion, 1.44 billion people were wasting food regularly. This is a serious crime we are committing day by day. So our culture, saying namaste and start the food. This is very important. We need to teach us. I think we are happy. Our teacher education institutions are following this, but wrongly, like universities and other colleges, you find the wasting food, like drinking and all these things are happening. And food preservation techniques also, if you go back, this is also very important in our culture. Techniques like drying, sun drying, pickling, promote sustainability. So these scientific things we are slowly converting day by day. Next, if I go celebrating culture, the role of festivals. See, nowadays we are thinking the festivals means holidays. Festivals are not holidays, my friends. Festivals are having cultural significance. Okay, today is Diwali, so we just use crackers. No, that's not the Diwali meant for. Diwali meant for something else. How many people are knowing about it? That that is something wrong and right versus wrong. This is Diwali. Lord Ram came to Ayodhya and people, because that was Amavasya, people, lighting. All these things we need to know. It's not you can do crackers, it's not about but to a certain extent we should celebrate. But the cultural significance should be attached to the celebrations, then only you will understand the root behind it. So I think in the colleges, like school also, all these things would happen. It's not like Holi, so people throw color to each other. It's not about that. It's also to understand the significance behind it, then only we can integrate. So next very important point to discuss, that is Ayurveda in our country. When all of a sudden COVID-19 came, we started drinking kadha, we started eating raw garlic regularly. Whereas every time that 6 seconds we are going for when the kitchen remedies are available in our home. That jeera, that pudina, that dhania, all these things are like medicines. That that other everything is a kind of medicines. We just forget. Nowadays, India is the only country in the world where you can go to the medicine store and ask for the antibiotic. Once you take antibiotic, 50% of your body organs are started not working properly up to 6 months. It is depending upon the higher antibiotic. Minimum is 6 months. Now you think about 4-5 years. This is not I am saying. This doctors are saying. Researchers are saying. So it's very important to understand that going to the wrong, medicine store and asking for give me these antibiotics. People should not take antibiotics when they are having cold. We are unnecessarily taking medicines and we are forgetting our Ayurvedas when it is absolutely not required at all. So emphasizing on traditional medicines is one of the aspects we should also inculcate. Next, and probably this is one of the slides I have, I will take 2-3 more minutes. The sacredness of our nature. See, this India is the only country where we find we are worshipping our plants, our trees, sun, moon, water. See, if you go to now Cape Town, South Africa, you book the bestest of the best hotel in the Cape Town. You have to ask the manager for the permission to take bath because they do not have the water facilities in the hotel without permission because it is out of stock. Water is not there. Like Chennai is now example. CBSE students are learning in the school books that in Chennai there is no groundwater available, no sufficient. Whatever it is there, it will be finished within some time. So they are now. So these are very important things we need to understand that we should not waste water unnecessarily. If this sounds very silly, small thing, gote glass pani, gote mug pani, gote bottle pani, it's very important. You can't create water. Groundwater you can't create. It takes time, it takes years to have it. So these things, environmental friendly things like nowadays for small things we are going for grinder. We are wasting electricity, we are washing that dish and putting this soap unnecessarily small. Entire grinder and so these techniques were not our ancestors that they are doing, not just they are just lazy people, so they are not doing it. It's all about the environmental and sustainability as well. And finally, it will go how we are going to do all these things. The only thing is research and innovations. So traditional things can be done through research. Like there is a ministry, there is a department in the ministry how we can do preserve our culture, all these things. So there are research. I think our students can go, environmental, science students can go to the local level and find out how these things can be done. How we can use the gobar glass plant. All these very small things, important things we can do. Then only we can preserve our culture. So in the conclusion, I will say integrating the cultural education in higher institutions. This will foster the pride to say I am an Indian. It's not about we will think that when we celebrate our birthday with 5,000 rupees cake and we put it on each other, then only this will be a happy birthday. It's not like that. You will never see this Adisa Pitha, Kakara Pitha, this Chena. We are putting on face. We have never done that because this is not our culture. We have borrowed somebody else's culture and we are thinking it's proud. You can do it, but you should not feel proud about it because this is not modernization. This is westernization. There is a very thin line between modernization and westernization. I think we need to understand that. So we should prepare our students to be empathetic and responsible citizens. Then only we can say cosmic, citizenship, global citizenship. It's not about only putting a tie will be modern. It's not like that. We need to be modern within. Then ensuring the balanced development, blending academic excellence with the cultural wisdom. Wherever we go, we should not forget that our root. Because the root, that story of bamboo trees, it takes, months and years to go down. Okay, but within a few days it goes up because it is always putting the root. So our root, our culture is important, and with that only we will take our culture to the next level to the entire world. Then we can say India can be the distributor. Thank you so much, and I'd like to thank, especially thanks our winners for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
He my direct student, Bhaktavan Abhanti, teacher, direct department, education and net qualification, PhD, Armabhanti, very dynamic scholar, Sai International School in year of 10 years. So teachership करते थे, वर्तमान में बंगला में काम करता है. Thank you.
Now it's time to felicitate KSUB CTE sir. He's currently working as assistant professor in educational studies. He has done education from University in 2006. is a paid student of this institution 2008-9 batch. He was also the General Secretary of KSUB CTE Bhanjanagar in the year 2008-9. He worked as a teacher at UG High School, Mala Pintulia of Osra Block. He worked as a lecturer in education at Dr. PMIS Sambalpur. He worked as teacher educator at DIIT Malkangiri and DIIT Noida. He has also provided financial support for this seminar, which shows immense love and affection towards academics. It's a pleasure to felicitate Rakesh Kumar Behra. Dr. Bimol Saran.
Time to felicitate.
Thank you so much. Now it's time to felicitate. Now it's time to felicitate Jyotna Reddy Gaurav, head clerk of KSUB CTE Bhanjanagar.
आमे वर्तमान फेलिसिटेट करबा को जाउछु ए अनुष्ठान रो हेड क्लर्क जे कि 30 वर्ष रु अधिक काम करते अनुष्ठान पाई दिन राति काम करती छुट्टी रे मध्य आसी काम करती जेतबेले ताकू डाकिबे कोनोसी कथा से मना करना तेणु आमर समस्त भल पाइबा अच्छी पिलांकर समस्त स्टाफ समस्ते आम मिसिकी ताकू फेलिसिटेट करबा को जाउछु टू बी ग्रेट प्लेजर टू फेलिसिटेट मैडम ज्योत्ना मैडम हेड क्लर्क आम अच्छा तेणु आम पिला कहूँ समस्ते ठिया होकर मैडम ताली दिंतु जड़े बंधु अच्छा जे कि आम सुख दुखर आम साथी जहाँ कम करने को केवे कहुए प्रथम लोक जी देखी कौन कम मुझे से केवे मत एपर्तन मना करना से मोर जड़े भाई मोर जड़े बंधु मोर जड़े कलिग जे कि आम श्रीयुक्त गौड़ बाबू कौन कथा से केवे मना करना सब्सटेंशियल कंट्रीब्यूशन अनुष्ठान अच्छी आम पिला तरफ समस्त स्टाफ तरफ आम फेलिसिटेट करने जाऊँ कारण से रिटायर कर ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूशन अनुष्ठान आम गर्व करुँ गोटे छोटिया गिफ्ट देकर आम सम्मान
Pokan.
More coconut love from our side.
यही देखो ना जीरो हो गला ಯಾರು
Now I invite Mr. Rakesh Kumar Veda to make his notes. Respected principal sir and other dignitaries of this life, my teachers of this institute, and the great source in mind before me and my noble students. We have discussed a lot on Indian knowledge system and for development needs. We have to know history. Myself, Rakesh Kumar Veda, former student of this institute, 2008 batch, and I'm very privileged and very proud to be here before you once again. We know how to integrate Indian knowledge system in higher education to transform India. We have to clear one idea about Indian knowledge system, that what is our culture, what is our tradition, what is our living, what is our lifestyle, is very precious and praiseworthy. And it is time to think how can we integrate this in our curriculum, in our study practice, in our as a teacher, how to practice these processes in our day-to-day classroom activities, and how to integrate this in our lesson plans also by delivering the lesson. So in this session, we'll discuss on understanding Indian knowledge system. I will not provide you very much ideas on it, because already
a panel of discussion was done, so I will not focus on that. Then pedagogical approaches for integration and how institutional support and institutional practice can be utilized at our base level from primary school to at higher level and university level. So it is time to think. What are the key roles of a teacher in integrating the Indian knowledge system into higher education? And how does experiential learning relate to Indian knowledge system in the context of higher education? What are the different approaches to interdisciplinary teaching and learning that can be implemented to integrate IKS into higher education? What are the significance of ethical and moral education within Indian knowledge system in contemporary educational system? As a teacher, we have a lot of more. As an agent of integration, teachers play vital role in classroom scenario, beyond classroom scenario, while interacting with social and society members and community, and by discussing with higher authorities and working for curriculum development and designing pedagogical strategies. So, teacher is a role model and he tries to build relationship with environment for holistic development of each and every student. And Professor B.N. Prakash has clearly stated on training and orientation what is the importance and of training and orientation for the teacher on Indian knowledge system through symposium like this seminar and case studies and individual studies. So it is highly essential for teachers to know about what is Indian knowledge system and how to impart this to the upcoming students. And teacher as an also agent for cultural sensitivity. He is free from biasness. He has a clear-cut idea on how to implement Indian knowledge system into classroom practices. So he has a strong sense of connection of heritage, foster inclusive and cultural and sensitive learning environment. Here, I will focus on one approach, like experiential learning. Although there are so many approaches for integrating Indian knowledge system into classroom practices, like your storytelling and case studies, language and literature studies, ethical and moral education. So, and problem-based learning, e-shorts, innovation activities. And today, I will discuss on experiential learning. 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And here, we are from different parts of our state and country. And we have a lot of experience. We have a lot of tradition, we have lost customs, and we have a variety of lifestyle and living. If we integrate our own experiences, we will get a complete idea on Indian knowledge system or indigenous knowledge system. Here, experience learning based on our experience, with our skills and awareness and understanding and acquired outside of the traditional classroom, which we have acquired beyond the classroom in our society, in our day-to-day activities, in every platform, whether it is railway station, whether it is bus stand, whether we have observed in celebration, puja festivals. So, these activities may be include through internship, lectures, excursion team, field study, and service learning jobs. And this experiential learning is totally one-centered environment. That means that autonomy of the concepts, autonomy of the curriculum transfers from teacher to student. And every student is a vital role for curriculum construction and concept mapping. So it is an interdisciplinary approach. All the concepts, tools, experiences, technology, answer to solve our queries, the questions put by the students and answered by themselves. So in different ways we can integrate experiential learning in classroom like role play. We can play our cultures, our traditions, our customs. We can play our day-to-day life. We can play the tribal livings. We can play the historical importance, persons, role. In this way, we can integrate collaborative learning, community projects. We can supplement projects. In BEd course, we have projects, the community outreach program. Then we can do it community projects and in lab activities and student teaching, leadership development program, guidance projects, art and design. Art and design is a very good platform for indigenous education and the Indian knowledge system. And internship, we are going at a place where we can teach and we learn from them how students are learning each other from each other. And field work, it is a field study of field work and field trips, simulation activities, case studies, collaborative learning. All these are important on its own way. And in an academic year, we can conduct so many activities, but for positive practices in institutional level, we can develop two things. One is academic division on cultural knowledge. That students may at least collect folk stories, dramas, folk songs, dialects, and arts and crafts, myths on temples and historical places, images of photograph of historical monuments and lifestyle and living of people in culture. The other part is collection. Students should be engaged for collection, and the second part is here that make a proper arrangement for display in a room for observation and discussion. That in this way we can create a mini museum of our culture. In an institutional level, we can do it. Again, collection and development of indigenous toys and play. It has toys have a historical importance. Toys developed by different tribes, different cultures can be developed in institutional level and with a small cost. Using papers, clays, scraps, कागज, सुतुली, माटी किसी कला को यूज करके हमारा इंडिजिनस टॉय जो पिक्चर रिपोर्ट जो हमारा इंडियन कल्चर ऊपर जो सब डिफरेंट स्टेट को हम टॉय स्टेट करेगा এবং তাকে ডিসপ্লে করে থাকা এবং তার উপরে আমরা ডিসকাশন जो ক্লাসরুম হবে ଗୋଟେ হ্যান্ডস অন অ্যাক্টিভিটি হবে এবং ফার্স্ট হ্যান্ড এক্সপেরিয়েন্স আমরা মিলিব তাকে দেখতে ডেভেলপ করে তার ইউজ উপরে এবং তার কালচারাল ইম্পর্টেন্স হিস্টোরিক্যাল ইম্পর্টেন্স উপরে মধ্যে আমি একটু নজর দেব and local place and games may be photographed and narrated. Professor Panda has said that documentation and translation is highly essential. And for extension of its knowledge, the local place and games should be photographed, picturized in video form and narrated on local language. Or we can translate it to English or Hindi for wider spread. So this was about experiential learning, how we can integrate Indian knowledge system at in institutional level for transforming India. That in this way we can achieve our holistic learning approach. We can develop critical thinking, imagination, innovation, and we can make globalize our customs and traditions and culture, and we can give respect for heritage and culture and address the challenges which is raised by all the parts of our nation. So thank you all. Thank you so much.
If you want to ask any questions, then you may ask. Very nice presentation. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you may now ask. Yes.
Problem, sir, and Sumitra. Sir, you have presented nicely. And my question is that how we can integrate the higher knowledge in just that hands-on activities. Just like in primary levels, we can give them some activities to make some puzzles or toys, etc. But in higher level, what can I do?
Yes, nice question. In higher level, we are learning sociology, history, political science, English, and also other subjects, anthropology. We are studying the importance of our culture, historical development of these things. In this way, we are collecting the stories of different parts of the country which has historical importance. We can prepare a lot of papers, lot of writings which can be implemented, which can be put into our curriculum, and the students can read. And we in the contribute for that. In this way, we can implement life.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else have any questions? Please ask. Students, if any one of you wants to ask any questions or any comments, suggestions, you can do that.
Thank you. Nice presentation.
So, I have to thank to our principal sir, Devu sir, and both organizing team to help me to stand here after these 16 years back. So thank you all.
Now I invite Professor Dasra to make his statement.
Respected principal sir, dignitaries present on the dais and dignitaries of the dais, and my dear students. All of you know that I am posted here as an assistant professor, but I am working as head of the department and assistant professor at Department of Teacher Education, Government College, Srinagar. So, I am thanks to
सबुदिन आजी सत परि लागुछि भावनार राइजे निजे हाय डुबे हल्का हल्का पवन
due respect, oblige to them to be part